students. This is your weekly plan video. So I'm just going to give a quick overview. Some of you may have been here a while and know how things work. You can go to your Class Connect sessions. They're usually listed right on your homepage. And if they're not, what that means is you need to go and log out and log back in. Every day you've got to be logged out and logged back in for your email and those types of things to show up here. It looks like there's a new format this year. The class plan is there. Your email is way down here at the bottom. Okay, so today let's take a look at the plan. Everything except for a few things that might be written in there that we do in live classes and stuff is pretty much written into the plan. So you can see that today we have the orientation and that's in there. Now, what am I looking at? You might be looking at a view that looks something like this, which is a really long list of things to do. And I don't personally find that useful. There's also a day view. And I think the day view is pretty awesome. It'll show you, you can pick a date on the calendar over here and go directly to it. And you can see everything that you have due. Now, right now, I'm only in one class selected. I can click that download or that drop down button and I can show all calendars. And then if I do that, looks like I only have one thing scheduled for today live, but as I go a little bit further into my schedule, then I have another class that's starting up on Thursday and those things will start to pop up. So be looking for things. My personal preference though is the week view, and I am not going to be looking at all of the calendars. I'm going to go down and find the image design class here. Ding, ding, ding. Block 1, 18, 19. That's the only class that I want showing up right now. The other thing you can do is you can also change the colors. So if I want to change this calendar color to something a little funner, a little more fun, I can do that. And let's see. So if you click on that, you'll notice that there is a More tab. So click on More and that will give you the full view of what's in there. Orientation starts Tuesday, August 21st at 2 p.m. And these are all of the tasks that are in our orientation today, and we're going to go through them. There's the syllabus. This syllabus, or actually the weekly plan video will be on here, and there will be a syllabus video on there too by the time you are watching this video in class live. There's a breadcrumb trail, so you can go back to the plan, and you can also go directly to whatever it is. Like, let's say that you want to download GIMP right now, and I'm just going to go ahead and click on that, and it will take me to the website where I can download GIMP. Okay, there's a video that shows you how to do that. Watch me follow my breadcrumb trail back. Oh, that's not going to take me back to my plan. Okay, but that will take me back to the orientation folder where I can get that video, how to install it. So if you're not sure how to do that. Okay, and then going back to the plan, you'll notice, I'm not sure what this no title thing is here. I think I need to just delete that. Here we go. All right, so tomorrow, Wednesday the 22nd, so I'm in the week view of the plan. So you'll notice that you have Unit 2, Working with GIMP, that is due. And I'll click More, and it says the directions. 1, learn Unit 2 by either reading it to yourself, which, I mean, that could be fine, or you can just watch this fabulous video tutorial where I read it with you, and then you'll take the Unit 2 quiz, and so you would click on that. Okay, so if it's on the plan for... Okay, so now we're on Unit 2. Let's see here. Navigating, working with GIMP. Okay, so you kind of get the idea. I make video tutorials. I show you how to take the quizzes. I read the quizzes. So if you have an IP or 504, whatever it may be, or you just are more of an auditory person than you are a visual person, these video tutorials will be awesome for you. Okay, so take advantage of those. So that's what's happening. And so if it is on Wednesday the 22nd, then that means it's due that day, okay? And then Thursday would be Unit 3. And so you're just going to fast forward. And let's see. You've got, oh, look, a critique that goes all week long. So what's up with this critique thing? Okay, let's take a look at that more. Okay, so it says, this week you'll be learning the basic photo editing skills: cropping, colorizing, desaturating, turning an image black and white, tracing, and using filters. So it says you're going to be doing units 4, 5, and 7. All right, so as you complete each of those units, you're going to post your work here so that your peers can learn from you. And you're going to ask each other questions and use the forum to expand your craft and to learn from each other. The challenge is, do you want to get a little more out of the class and get creative and use the skills that you learn and have some fun and post something original and creative to this discussion? I hope so. So you would just go here to the critique forum and you'd start a new thread, and you can go ahead and upload a picture. So your work, you can just save an image of it. I use the snipping tool. Do you have the snipping tool? This is a pretty big one where you would just like complete your work and take a little snip of it and then right click save as and put it in a folder. I recommend that you create an image design folder. Yeah, you can just take a snip of your work and then you can upload it here and put a topic, you know, like maybe this is your unit 5. And then you could talk about it if you had some questions like, oh my goodness, I couldn't figure out how to get this to work, or does anybody have any ideas how to do this? And then you just go ahead and post that. And then what you'll do is you guys will just use this as a communication forum and a place where you can share your work with each other, share your ideas with each other, ask each other questions and things like that, okay? So you're going to see that in the content. So remember, everything that's in the plan here links up. It's all really stored here in the content, but it's all linked into the plan's calendar. So you'll notice there's due dates. Okay, so that's week 2. That's not until next week. And there's the unit. So there's unit 4, and there's a video tutorial that you watch to do it. And for unit 4, you're actually going to also submit that work to the Dropbox. There's going to be a couple of units here at the beginning. Let's go to week 1, where I'm going to want you to submit your work to a Dropbox for me. Okay, I'm going to have you submit unit 3. And the reason why is because I'm just going to want to get a good idea that you know what you're doing, that you understand how to export your work, you understand how to save it in GIMP, you know how to name it, you know how to optimize the size of the file so that it's not huge. Just little basic things like that I want to make sure you understand before you continue. And then you're going to do kind of more of an independent, structured work. So on those weeks where you have the critique forum, you're going to be working independently to get these done. So like Tuesday you do unit 4, Wednesday you do unit 5, and next Thursday you do unit 7, and then you would post your work here and chat with each other and look at each other's work, right? That's going to be kind of an independent, student-driven week. The next week is going to be a holiday. It says, watch, why do we celebrate Labor Day? And there's a cute little video there for you to understand why we have that day off. Week 3, project 1. So you've got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to do a project. And this is where you're just going to get creative and like do an original artwork. And you will be submitting that to a Dropbox, okay? You'll notice that our live classes are scheduled. So if you ever miss a class, if you're an asynchronous student and you have to attend your classes by watching recordings because you can't make the live classes, then you would go to that folder, and there isn't anything in there right now because we haven't had that class. But there would be the recording and the class summary in there, so you can actually use the plan to go and figure out what you missed in class by clicking on that. Okay, so week 3 project, I don't have those posted yet. The projects, the directions, and things like that aren't there. But the folder's there. That means you'd work on it all week long. So you'd be expected to spend an hour each day working on your project and then submitting it by the deadline Friday. Okay? All right, and so that's kind of how the plan works, and you'll just keep on going. You'll have a project every other week, essentially. Okay, and then this is our last project. Our last project is project 3. It's during week 7, and it is due on the 5th. Okay, it's due on the 5th, October 5th. So then the next week is the final late work deadline. Okay, so this is a week where if for some reason you've fallen behind and you didn't complete your projects and submit them on time, you have this last week to complete your projects. Okay. All projects 1, 2, and 3 need to be submitted by Sunday. Okay, that's the final late work deadline, Sunday, October 14th. At that point, you should have everything completed in this class, and you should take an early fall break in image design. Use that time to study. Look at it says right here, it says, this class only. There's nothing left to do in this class. Use the time to study for midterms, finish papers or projects, and pass all of your classes. Okay? So I don't want you guys waiting until the last minute to get everything submitted in this class. Okay? I've got a really nice schedule set up for you so you can get everything done nice and early. Focus on passing all of your other classes, and that'll be great. Then there's also this UDMAF and Spark portfolios, which is something I just wanted to cover with you really quick. There's nothing in there yet, but UDMAF is the Utah Digital Media Arts Festival. And if you are artistic and you are wanting to create some work, think about that as you're doing your projects. Think about creating work that you could submit to this art festival. It's a contest. It's statewide, so students from all over the state submit work. So I want you already to be thinking about that. Also, if you are a CTE student and you're getting your digital media certificate, or you're planning on working in this field, you can start creating a portfolio in Spark. Have you used Spark yet? So I just am giving you this last week to kind of pull together a portfolio if you need to get one going. Get your submissions for the UDMAF festival, or complete any of your late work that you need to. Okay, so hopefully that all makes sense. I know this was a very long video, but I do just want to make sure that you understand to use the plan every single day. You should be going in and getting all of your work done. If only one of your classes is showing up, make sure that you switch that to show all calendars so you can see all of your classes in the plan so you don't miss anything. And if a teacher is not posting to the plan, that's probably because the teacher's new and they might not know how to use it effectively yet. So if that's the case, you just need to make sure that you go into your content and are just following along in the content with the due dates that are set in there, okay? You can also look at the course schedule. If you click on course schedule, that will show you everything that you have due. It'll also show you things that you had overdue. And then, of course, the most important place that especially learning coaches need to be looking is in grades. This is the grade book, and it will show you, and mine will look a little different from yours since I'm a teacher, but as work is graded and deadlines pass and I zero things out, it will show you if you have a 0 out of something or if you have 25 out of 25 points. And you'll notice in our grade book, everything is dated. So learning coaches, this makes it really easy for you to monitor what your students need to do from week to week and for you to check and see if your student got it done. All right, so that concludes the weekly plan video.